On a cold winter evening, a little girl named Emily wandered into an old toy shop hidden down a dark, narrow alley rarely visited by anyone. Her eyes were immediately drawn to a strange-looking rag doll wearing a faded blue dress and a stiff, unnatural smile. Stitched across its chest in faded red thread was the name, LaBobo's. Emily paid for the doll with the small coins she had saved and took it home, delighted. But she didn't know she had just brought home something far darker than a simple toy. That night, Emily placed LaBobo's on a shelf beside her bed. As midnight approached, she woke to faint whispers, soft, broken sobs that seemed to come from the shadows. She looked around but saw nothing. Trying to calm herself, she lay back down, but the whispers turned into strange words, words that seemed to come from the doll itself. The next day, unsettling things began happening in Emily's room. Her toys moved on their own. Trembling words appeared on the walls written in a shaky, childish scrawl, and a deep, unnatural cold filled the air even when the sun was shining. That night, Emily dreamed of a ghostly child with a pale face and empty eyes, wearing the same faded blue dress as LaBobo's. In the dream, the ghost wept and whispered, "Bring me back, please bring me back." Emily awoke trembling, only to find LaBobo's wasn't on the shelf anymore. The doll was sitting on her pillow, staring at her with its frozen smile. Emily tried to tell her mother, but her mother dismissed it as a child's imagination. But each night, the ghost appeared to Emily more clearly, closer, louder, its whispers turning into chilling screams that echoed through the room. One dark night, Emily's voice fell silent. She could no longer scream, no longer call for help. When her mother entered the room, she found Emily sitting on the floor under the bed, her body shaking, her eyes fixed on nothing. In her hands, Emily clutched LaBobo's so tightly that blood dripped from her small fingers. From that night on, Emily never spoke again. She lived in silence, pale and distant, never letting go of the cursed doll, as if part of her soul had become trapped inside it. Months later, neighbors heard the mother crying alone in Emily's room. Emily had died quietly in her sleep, still holding LaBobo's, whose painted eyes seemed to smile cruelly in the dim light. But at night, some neighbors swore they could still hear the faint sound of a little girl crying behind Emily's window, and the soft, eerie whispers coming from the old doll left alone in the dark.